Well, let's make a start to a new game for the Sundays. I've been wanting to play this for ages. I had it on the list for weekday games, but I mean, unsurprisingly, I don't think anyone's actually really heard of this game. A small one from I think like 3 or so years back now. Trying to remember. I think it was. Yeah, it's a lovely looking game. Just about you and your family. And you've got a roguelike. And it seems nice. It's got a bit of a story to it. It's got a bit of action to it. I haven't played this since 3 years ago, so let's hope it's actually as good as I somewhat vaguely remember. Yeah, there you go. You now see the game. Let's just jump in. The apparently list of updates. But no, we're just going to do the main story. And while I did previously have a game, we're just gonna play the game in a new slot because I didn't get very far in. I don't know why I dropped it. It's a lovely little game. The art's really nice too. Ah, hello John. Good to see you. New game. And it's a lovely game from what I understand. Like, it looks nice. It's...
Margaret awoke,
I'll
startled,
be quiet for now.
a cold sweat clinging to her. She gathered her thoughts.
Not Margaret Thatcher before you say anything. Alright?
Aged wood creaked, echoing through the quiet rooms. Near the house stood a shrine to Rhea Dana, goddess and daughter of the land, of Rhea and a being of comfort. Margaret sought answers. But the goddess did not speak. There was only the faint whisper of something dark, something hungry.
It's all seeming a bit sinister-like, isn't it? I'm looking forward to
The old
this.
seer's bones felt the weight of their age as she climbed. The only thought on her mind, has it begun again?
Yeah, like, as you can see, we're on just planet Earth. I am just playing Minecraft here, brother. You like doing modded stuff, or are you just like doing a bit of building, or what are you up to?
John's mission would be a simple one.
You've got
He
John
was
in
to
this.
investigate Rhea's greatest shrine. His mother presented him with a fresh divinity shard. From his brother came a newly sharpened sword. His wife gave him a kiss, and his daughter's hugs were full of reason to return home safe.
And that leaves another person who we didn't get introduced to, but we're just off to the left. Okay. What? It's pixel art. You can't just call out every character who's a bit on the older side. I can't believe it, John. And yeah, it appears my webcam is in a really terrible spot for this. Let me just move myself over. Over here should probably do. Need to move the chat box. There we go. I'll move it down slightly. That should be a decent enough spot. That should do. Yeah, you can now actually see my health down here. Because, yeah, we're just gonna... We're running about. We're gonna keep on running about. I don't know much of the controls. You seem to have a kind of... Not really dodge, just a kind of move forward a little bit quicker button. Of course, got an attack.
A land long forgotten.
Got a shield too.
Unimaginable beauty.
Okay. Mr. Narrator Man's doing his talking. That's fine, it's the start of the game.
Appeared as sludge given life. Slithering creatures, small and vile.
Yeah, I need to murder these things, I would assume. That's fine. I'm happy to do a bit of murder. It is something I can hold down if I want. That's nice. I think it's like Enter Gungeon, where it's slightly quicker to mash the button. Like, that feels a bit quicker if I'm mashing it rather than holding. But against, like, these little slimy blobs, I'm happy enough just holding down the attack button. That's fine. We do also have a block, which I'm assuming will come into play later. It's not been mentioned yet, but yeah, Death Rabbit. These things aren't the friendliest. Oh, it's now telling me I've got my evades. That's good. But I don't need to evade, I just need to kill it quickly. That's all we need. Yeah, we're just doing lovely little health potion. If I took damage and wasn't such a badass, I might have needed that. But we're fine for now. Just keep on. Ah, that has been me taking a bit of damage now. I spoke too soon, clearly. Yeah, if you don't like your grunting noises, you're not gonna be the fondest of bits.
A wall, impeding further progress. A battle was certain.
Yeah, John's special ability is to use his shield to block. Let's give it a go. I mean, yeah, that does seem to block. Blocking with it consumes stamina, so I shouldn't permanently be doing that. Got it. That makes sense. Yeah, this is a nice game from what I've heard. Like, it's actually got story to it. Kinda, like, was it Hades, the, you know, like, Greek gods and that? I think it was Hades, wasn't it?
Banished by light itself.
I don't think it's quite the same kind of story as Hades.
Leaving the shard cold in hand.
I've got high hopes of this.
In need of life.
Got high hopes. It's actually got a competent narrative, which very few, like, games of this nature do.
The shard grew warm, humming softly from the harnessed energy.
Get some energy from a dead alpaca kind of thing. And now damaged enemies burn in fire. Yeah, get artifacts. Or items, or whatever you want to call them.
Now one more dangerous than those that came before.
Yeah, this one, boss kind of enemy. Nothing too scary, but it's a bit scary. And skill points. Yeah, I forgot about this. Yeah, actually level up as well. This carries between runs some of your perks, I believe. No, I'm gonna go back. I want to actually upgrade this. There we go. That unlocks a right click, which stabs swords into ground around me. Yeah, it's an interesting little game. I'm looking forward to actually playing this.
A familiar threat, albeit farther out than usual.
Yes, I have learned a secondary attack. Thank you, game, for telling me. It does help to do it. It doesn't help massively, however. Okay, just do that. Stab him a little. Stab him some more. There we go. Like, I'm hardly going to be amazing at this just yet.
Magnificent.
It's very much a skill-based game.
The land of love found and of love lost.
Okay, no, that is quite pretty, all of that. There's some gorgeous pixel art. Like, especially that stuff in the background, I'm liking this. How much is the game? I don't know, I bought it a while back, I'll give it a check pretty quick. On Steam, I'm assuming you'd want to know. It's not going to be any cheaper on GOG. I have it on GOG, but I doubt that's any cheaper. Children of Morta is about £18.50. You can also get DLC if you want to get all of it. It's like £21. It's a decent enough price. I mean, it's a roguelike game. You'll get a lot of replayability out of it.
Before him was sacred ground, left untouched in days gone by.
Yeah, sacred ground.
Remaining calm and collected,
what is this?
The shock of his heart-skipping beats was concealed in expert fashion. Before him stood Linda, his eldest daughter, with bow and quiver at the ready, determined to do her part.
Okay, I have my eldest daughter here with her bow. What I want is Divine Relic. Get temporary aura, damages nearby enemies. Ah, that's an item to use. Got it. Game stuttered for a moment, but if I'm wanting to... I've already activated the game, I'm a step ahead of you. But yeah, that seems quite powerful, that. I'm liking the idea of being able to collect relics and upgrade myself during a run. It's more fun than having to just rely on items
Before
entirely.
The Guardians were not beasts feeding, but monsters consuming, destroying others. They corrupted and distorted, creating even more hungry husks.
Yeah, they're turning what was innocent, I'm assuming innocent, creatures into just whatever the hell these things are. Which is kind of him. Okay, big guy's gone. I took a bit of damage, but I'm doing fine. It's kind of a tutorial. I don't need to be too on board with what's happening. Like, this is fine. Drop some of my swords and people. This has gone well. I'm liking my daughter being here. Dr. Eggman style. With the lightning, or with turning innocent animals into enemies.
Explain what they had witnessed?
Because I don't think, like, Dr. Robotnik, I don't think he actually turns animals into robots. He just traps them inside of the robots for some reason. I don't know the lore to it.
Together, father and daughter described the horror, the creatures dripping with decay that slithered into bodies stuck between life and death to bolster their ranks. Grandma Margaret confirmed what they all feared. It was the corruption, a cruel entity spoken of only with hushed voices, an ocean of darkness that flowed from the top of Mount Morta.
That's part of the name of the game right there.
And the
Morta.
Bergsons' duty was to stand against this devouring deluge of death. Kevin was also eager to do his part in the family's fight, especially when his older brother Mark was off somewhere. He was as much a guardian of their mountain home as any of them. She stood. If they were to reach the summit and destroy this evil, as the Bergsons of old had done in the past, they would need the assistance of the sanctuary.
Now we find out that the fireplace was actually a staircase. Because of course. I think it's a hidden, like, entrance to the Batman lair. This is actually just a really, really far set back
Given to the Bergsons
origin
by
story for
Rhea
Batman.
herself, the sanctuary was a gateway to the mysterious lands around the mountain. Margaret pointed to the huge crystal at the center of the den, revealing their next task: to activate it and open the way to the source of the corruption.
Yeah.
And once Rhea's 3 spirits are gathered
game,
on the
then.
grounds, the only gate to the top of Mount Morta will open in this chamber. By himself, or with the assistance of those who loved him, John needed to gather the 3 spirits from their lands. Without them, he would not be able to stem the flow of the corruption.
There we go. We get to jump into the actual meat of the game now.
Must be here, or she needs to be found.
The Silk Caverns. Who's it gonna be? Gonna be John or Linda? Because, I mean, I feel I should play as John simply because you're here. But, I mean, I could play as Linda. Like the eldest daughter of the family. We've also got masks apparently. We're gonna unlock those later. I'm gonna say we go with John. I'm gonna go with John. Family trials, yeah, we don't care for now.
A celestial shard, chipped directly from the ancient crystal in the sanctuary. It would be the Bergsons' lifeline, a tether to pull them back home before death's fateful whisper.
Alright. So that is the lore reason as to why we don't die. Because we've got fancy stone.
Filling the winding tunnels of the silk-covered caves, the acrid taste of poison lingered in the air. Spiders. Linda told herself it was only target practice. As she readied her bow, they must find the spirit deep within the caves.
Oh, we're gonna find the spider deep within the caves. That's how I'm understanding that. So what can and can't we immediately break? None of this stuff seems to be breakable. So I guess we just step onto here. That opens a door, which then has people. Hey, immediately been hit, which is far from ideal. But, I mean, I'm able to manage. This is actually quite worrying, but this is all fine. Right? It's all good. To generally keep a bit of distance between me and them. Get my shield up if I need it. There we go. Okay, we're mostly managing. If I keep my shield up, they can't hit me. Just makes me feel a bit safe about it all. I do like feeling safe. And that is one of those soul shards. I'm assuming that opens a chest. We'll leave that. That's just a door. And that we can interact with. We're just looting a corpse. As you do. It is a video game. You loot corpses. It's what you do. Just making our way through. We're all fine. Murder some skeletons. There we go. Skeletons are dead. So are most of the bats, and that there's not a lot of enemies around. I mean, I understand we've not been in this cave in a long time, but it's not an awful lot of enemies. This game reminds you of Wizard Legends. Oh, lovely game, Wizard Legends, isn't it? Not played that in ages. I don't think I'd ever play it on stream. It's a bit too fast paced. I don't think I could really do any kind of commentary at all. Yeah, that's just got a level up. We want, I mean, from 150% damage to 200% damage sounds nice. That needs 2 level up points. So no, we'll take this. We now reflect a little bit of damage off of our shield. Also, are we able to activate this? This looks activatable. No? No. Alright. Keep on going. Break pots. you know the rules, and so do I. Just as they say, we're fine. It's video game logic. And this... Why is there blue?
Everyone was
The trial?
encouraged to take part in a game of destiny. A prize awaited the fortuitous, but there was only pain for the unfortunate.
Okay, so if I want that, I need to stand in the right pressure plates. In the right order. Or just one time. I need to do 1 in 3 chance of getting it. Okay, cool. I was assuming it'd be like figure out a code. It's not. It's just stand in the right 1 of 3 plates. You get an item. That's fine. It only dealt me like 24 damage. That's not too bad. I don't think anyway. I don't need my health just yet, so it should be fine. And I took a bit of a hit from that bat. We're dealing like 8 damage per hit, so it's mostly fine. Like, I don't need to worry too much. But I need to use my shield more. These things hit quite hard when they do hit. Now, I can't block forever, so I do need to actually block at the right moments, occasionally. Yeah, we've got a chest. Chest is good. Open that. Does that have any healing? Or is that just money? That looks to be just money. This guy had healing, though. I'll steal his healing, he doesn't need it. So past the point where it would be useful. He is just mildly mummified. That's fine. Just continue to murder these skeletons. Skeletons really don't seem too bad. I do have to say. I kinda thought they'd be worse, but they're not. So that's good. Yeah, we're doing a good job murdering things. What is this? Ow. Okay, that's not something I want to hit. That's a trap of some kind. Good to know for future reference. Would have been nice to have known it before, but that's fine. It's a learning experience and all that. It's a roguelike game. It's always a learning experience. If it's not, you're not playing it right. So it means you're not dying anywhere near as often as you should be. Now, I can't help but notice a symbol on the ground. Does this mean anything? It doesn't look to. That's all fine then. Let's continue on my way. Another passage through. Passage which has a chest. So I will be opening that chest in a moment. This spider looks to spit out webs. Open the chest that has money. I do enjoy money. It can be exchanged for goods and services, you know. Yeah, just continue to murder things. We're a bit over half health. The bats do worry me a little bit. They're probably the most dangerous of the enemies just because reasonable health. They can lunge at you. I don't like enemies that lunge or do any movement-based attacks. Yeah, this mostly seems to be fine, although we've got things being summoned in and they deal a lot of damage. Just back away, please. We've apparently got a combo up. Don't know what that means, but let's keep it if we can. 17 enemies slain got me 10 gold. Why did things just appear though? I wasn't fond of that, because they did a lot of damage to me. It's like emerged out of the ground or something. It's fine though, I can still whack things with a sword. At the end of the day, that's all we need to be enjoying ourselves. We also kinda need some healing, but that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. Come on, just murder. Please, bat, be murdered. There we go, reflected some of its like damage it would have dealt itself. Or something, I'm not entirely sure how my shield works. It might be 50% of my damage gets dealt to them, rather than their own damage. making my way through. I don't know if we need to be full clearing. I am full clearing, but I don't think it's actually necessary in how this has been playing out. There we go. Leveled up. That got us a little bit of healing. We also get a skill point, but the next thing needs 2 skill points. So there's no point checking. We're managing. Alright? We're managing. Nothing up here. I think we're probably about done with this floor, right? Like, we've not missed anything, no? No. And, oh thank god, yeah, that is actually the end. What's through here?
Energy flowed around the room. Before the hero, an object of the divine.
That sounds really terrible. Environmental hazards deal less damage. I mean, I'll take it. There's no point not taking it. But that really is terrible. Like, that is one of the lowest tier items, I would imagine. Okay. On we go. We've got, again, a bit over half health. We're able to manage. Just be careful. That is a big spider mother. Just get it, stab my falling sword ability. Ouch. They get to do ranged attacks. That's not nice. Continue to try murder them. This is not ideal. Why do they keep continually spawning stuff? I thought they'd have a spawn limit, but no, they didn't. I was kind of just holding out thinking, yeah, just defend the choke point, but they kept on spawning things. Okay, open that. But it has something good in it. I don't know what that something is, but we've also got a boss enemy. Ow. Ouch, boss enemy hurts. Get out of the poisony swamp area. God, there are still more enemies trying to murder me. Okay, boss type dead. Good. Just, I don't know what we're grabbing. Grab the charm. Special effects, press R. Yeah, I think I need whatever the special effect is. Apparently it stunned nearby enemies for a moment. That's fine enough by me. Okay. Spider Mother is dead. We're somehow alive? Got another boss down here. I don't know if I want to go up to him. There's not a safer place to go, like, anywhere that doesn't involve him. Okay. We need to murder him at some point. This is fine. Okay, he's dead. Dropped a key. I didn't get hit by him this time, so that's all good. Just get my guard up. These bats can lunge. Okay, he did his attack. Now I follow up murdering. Health? Health. Okay, we're back in the game. We're back in. We're not dead yet. That's the door forward. Do we just take the door forward? Like, I feel we should. That's traps. That's a lot of traps. I did not notice until I'd already kind of committed to going down the corridor. That was not an ideal place to find myself. Okay, how do we not die here? Sword strikes from the sky. Okay, we're fine. I think we got hit once. Who the hell did not get hit more than once? Not that I'm complaining. I'm just amazed at my own ability. Probably luck more than ability. That's a lot of enemies. Doing a big sword strike, it seems to do AoE damage. Keep my shield up. Because I don't trust these bats. Okay, we're managing. Okay. Okay. This one room keeps on bloody going. I'm glad I explored it. We found a fancy door with a fancier relic. Place the totem emits a beam to my position. So it creates like a tether between me and where I've placed it, damages enemies between us. Expecting the area to be safer as a bat. I should not have gone for a drink just there. But okay. Just need to go up to this door. Don't go up the big spiky corridors if we can avoid it too much. But yeah, both of those were spiked. Keep an eye out. Traps do exist. However, they deal less damage. 50% less or just less? Less. We don't know quite how much. Skill wise, we do need 2 skill points, don't we? Yeah. Okay, keep on going. We're fine. Place this down and like give it a test. So honestly, it seems pretty decent for a guy who has a shield, so therefore can stand still. Like that did a decent bit of damage here. Did a decent bit of damage. Yeah, I want to lure these guys back this way. I'd rather have them coming down the corridor at me than having to worry about anything else. Yeah, can block their ranged attacks, but that doesn't reflect back onto them. Or get deflected, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, come on. We're managing. We're managing. Okay, we've got a treasure chest down here. I saw on the minimap. Health. That doesn't look like health. That is just an awful lot of money. I like money, but I also like not dying. Would also be quite nice. Kind of advantageous if that would not occur. So I don't want to die. I don't know if I've made that too apparent yet, but like dying in a roguelike game, it certainly helps. Also, totem that slows enemy. So it's a different totem. I'll pick it up to add it in to the codex, but yeah, I'm happy with what I've got. That's the way down to a boss. I'm not thinking a boss is a good idea. Not just the moment. Make my way down here. Through this space. It's going to be like a friendly room. That doesn't look friendly. I will say, the immediate spiders and skeleton and a trap, that doesn't strike me as the friendliest of things. Yeah, I can activate my totem. That helps. That'll just get a bit of extra damage in on anyone that came in there. So I've done it now. Oh, that's fine. I've mostly settled this room. Oh, that did not block anything because I had too low stamina, apparently. Okay, this is fine. Just murder the spider enemies. If you're arachnophobic, I do apologise, but it seems this area is just spiders for the most part. And skeletons, but I mean, skeletons aren't very scary because of how overused they are. So that's fine. Oh, we've got to level up. Okay, that heals. That heals us. Thank Christ. Thank Christ. Let's level up this. That gets us to the next tier. Maybe let's get a family trait. All family members have better max health. Okay. That's good. We've also unlocked these. Unleash Rage. Increase armor. Ooh, I like the idea of increased armor. That means less damage, which means more aliveness. I like having full aliveness, not being dead. I will continue to repeat that fact, because with any luck, the game will pick up on that and not try and kill me. It's unlikely that would happen, but I can hope. I can hope and dream. Okay, that is dead. Continue on my way. That is big spider court. Careful of that. There might be a boss or a mini boss or whatever you want to call them in this room. Yeah, there is. It looked like a kind of room where there would be a boss. Okay, boss is dead though. Added a slot machine relic. Chance to throw an axe while... Okay. I rerolled the trap damage. I now have a chance to fire a projectile weapon. Which honestly is quite nice. Because I don't currently have projectile attacks. It also seems to do about double what my standard damage is. That was a nice thing to get rather than the like lower trap damage to yourself. Because traps, I haven't run into many. I don't think anyway. I know what's in there, but that's kind of scary looking face. What is this?
Not all in the caves were
Oh no, that's bad.
Some were just traveling merchants stuck in a bind.
It's a travelling merchant there, is it? Okay. Why the hell has he gotten trapped and what was he trapped by is also largely important. Okay, this is fine. Got a big kill streak going. We're all good. 46 kill streak, that ends. And oh god, there's a second wave. Of course there's a second wave. Why am I surprised in any class 2? Just slash at them and there we go apart.
Dusted off his clothes, tipped his hat. He invited them to stop by his shop later, promising something for all adventuring needs.
And he's just... Alright. Now on you'll appear in dungeons offering goods for a price. Boost maximum health or damage while I carry it, I get to choose which. That is quite a large buff health. How big a buff in damage would that be? I'm gonna go find an enemy to test it on. I was dealing 11 before, I think. Oh no, that's literally a boost of 1 damage. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go grab my other thing. That is... I mean, mildly disappointing to say the least. God awful to say the worst, because, I mean... The extra health could be nice. That boosted me to like 60... No, 161 I think it was. So that would have been about 40-ish buff. I think 42 if I'm remembering numbers correctly, but I'm not quite remembering what boosted me to. But yeah, that could be decent. I don't see why you choose attack though, over the health. I also don't see why you take it over just more damage. Because this totem thing I have, it doesn't seem bad. It does a good amount of damage. Anyway, this, if I'm understanding the floor numbers correctly, is the boss. Get a chest with some healing, got a bunch of pots. I do enjoy some nice pots. There we go. Yeah, it's a steaming boss roomy.
All 8 eyes studied the one so willing to walk into their own tomb.
Hell? Does that have extra eyes in its back? As if the 8 spider eyes weren't enough. Ah, that's immediately trying to murder me. That's not ideal. Ouch. Okay, this thing does a lot of damage. And it slows me quite well. Okay. I'm able to do this. Well, you can attack it while it's up there, can't you? Okay, that makes that possibly a lot easier. Still, I'm still a bit worried. He's gonna murder me. I know he is. How the hell am I not dead? Okay, we're about gotten him to half health. Not completely dead yet. Okay, now I'm dead.
Began to slip away, wondering if this was death.
That was good first run.
Warmer than they expected.
Like, I got to a boss. I'm happy with that. I'm happy. I also rescued the shopkeeper. I don't know how helpful that is, but I've rescued the shopkeeper. Get more story now, I would imagine.
They gasped for air as the celestial shard brought them back. A sensation no hero could become accustomed to. As she heard John and Linda describe their foray, thoughts rushed through Margaret's head. The corruption had amplified the creature's wickedness, and no longer were they part of the harmony of the Rhea. With the new threats looming, Margaret asked Ben to prepare his workshop. He would have to take charge of enhancing the warrior family's weapons and armor.
Oh, so we can enhance our weapons and armor, can we? That extra damage and health?
Uncle Ben reached out to the familiar warmth of the forge. If they were to reach the top of Mount Morta, their equipment would need to be of the highest quality.
We just, like, get ourselves some Uncle Ben's rice as well. I mean, he is Uncle Ben. Okay, but money carries into this. Okay. Main attribute. Description. Yeah, I know this works. And I don't want to immediately upgrade armor, but I don't think I've got a choice. So yes. But no, I'm gonna upgrade. We apparently can't upgrade most of them. I want to upgrade damage a couple times because damage is nice. Movement speed from 7.5 to 8. Not the biggest increase. It's like maybe a 7-8% increase. I'd rather have more health. No. Movement speed. If I can get that headed up, that's going to be nice later on. And god, that's an expensive one too, to upgrade again. Yeah, we've also got a library, we've got
when
you.
Light faded from the sky and most were fast asleep, Mary would write about her family, immortalizing them for future generations.
Aww. Just John's wife, Mary, is writing in a diary about her family. Anything else going on around here? No, it doesn't seem to be. Well, back to Uncle Ben, back to the dungeon with Uncle Ben's upgrades. Hail Dipple Caves. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. It's an odd name. But yeah, let's probably play as John again. I was kind of liking him. Does it seem massively powerful? I was quite liking him. And yeah, back into the caves we go. Should have a good amount more damage now, hopefully. That seems the same as before. But okay. That's fine. Why is it the same as before? No, actually no, that is better. That is better. Killing like the bats and that in 2 hits at times. That is actually considerably better. Fair enough. I mean, killing them in 1 less hit than before makes it so much better, like, not infinitely so, like 50% better, if you want an exact number, but it's a noticeable difference actually. I was worried at the start, thinking it wouldn't really do much, but no, it seems to do a good amount. Anyways, continue to murder things, we get combos going, that's for the best. That's not any combos, we've got a chest there, it needs a soul. Got this. Standing on that do anything? No, looks a bit like a button. Doesn't do anything. Just a bit of interesting flooring, I guess. Got some health back. Come on, little bat fella. Just down you go. What comes next? I mean, the next part of the cave is what I imagine. It seems to be more spiders and bats and the like. I don't know how well this is going to do for Sunday streams. I'm just trying this game out for Sunday. I don't know if it'll be like a recurring thing. I wanted to play this. I thought I'd give it a go on stream. See if people cared at all for it. Because, like, it's a fun game. I'm enjoying myself. I just don't know how streamable this is. Because, I mean, it doesn't strike me as a most streamable thing. Like, most roguelikes don't. I understand they're interesting enough to watch, being edited down, but I can't comment on it a lot while playing. It is quite fast-paced. Not as much so as Hades. Hades is a lovely game by the way, if you're into your kind of roguelike actiony games. But yeah, it's a good game. I'm having fun. I'm not complaining about it at all. I'm simply saying it's maybe not a game I'm well suited to commenting on. Okay, that seems to be everything investigated in this part. We're really not going to find the key, or a soul shard, or whatever the hell it's called. We found the chest, I kinda hoped we would find the key to it. But I mean, it's seeming no. Oh, never mind, as I say that, I've immediately found the key. That is glorious. That. I'm happy. There you go. Murdering them things. Get my shield out. Yeah, this is... I'm figuring out the game. Possibly I could beat the boss this time. I don't want to jinx stuff. What have I walked into?
Pilgrims, once lost in cavern mazes, now trapped. Their poor families forever looking forward to a return that will never happen.
Ah. These people went on a pilgrimage. All their corpses are now here. What am I walking into? There was a door.
The halls of Anea Daya, so mesmerizing in their magnificence, were to be found at the end of a long road. And a hero never knows what is awaiting them at the end of a road.
I think I accidentally skipped them to the next floor.
Reaching.
I think I accidentally skipped to the next floor. I didn't want to do that. Let me go back. There was loot to be had up there. No. Okay, that's not ideal. I kinda thought that was like a story area, not one you get to just leave. But okay, that's fine. That's all fine. You can still do this. You can still do this. I'm not worried about the fact I've possibly missed out on a very useful and good item. There's only the potentiality at that anyway, it's not a guaranteed thing. Oh I hope I didn't miss anything useful. I hope not. Chances are I have though. But I didn't actually get anything from that last floor. Kinda just skipped on through it accidentally. At least we're gonna be able to do something in this. At the very least. Got an upgrade. That's fine, or level up, or whatever you want to call it. Divine Relic. Is that 3 seconds evade without limits? That sounds quite nice. I can just like dodge as much as I want for a short while. I don't know if it's the most useful, but it doesn't sound terrible. Okay, apart from that, we've got a level up, don't we? Skills. Okay. Unleash my rage to temporarily become invulnerable and deal 4 damage to attacker. Yes! Yes. Use control to activate it. Unlock Guardian's Rage. Attacks now fill the rage meter. When charged, press control. Okay, yeah, we don't start with a filled meter. Looks to fill quite slowly. That's fine. I can do that. That's gonna come in useful regardless. Let's just continue on. We've got a fancy door with a fancy relic. Damage enemies on contact. You know what? With my dodging, that sounds like it could work. Like, activate my briefly unlimited dodging, then just dodge through the enemies while I'm vulnerable. Deal contact damage. I'll need to give that a test run. I mean, it seems to work. About how I thought it would. Not as good as I'd hoped. But contact damage is still good, especially for a melee character. I'm fairly certain there are ranged characters, or classes, or whatever you want to call it, you can play as. So I could certainly have gotten something worse. I think I can get some use out of that. Now though, we are just going to have to head on through the dungeon and hope we didn't miss out on anything too good. It would be a real shame if we did. Because, I mean, that first floor I was not done exploring, then I left thinking I wasn't leaving it by going through a door. Which, I mean, in hindsight, yeah, it did kind of look like the end of level thing, now that I'm thinking about it. The kind of doorway which leads down. But still, that hadn't occurred to me. I'd only seen that doorway the once before then. So I feel I'm justified in being a bit confused at it. Yeah, we're doing a good old job here. That contact damage honestly comes in quite fast. For some of these enemies, this is really doing a nice job. I just need to stand next to some enemies, and they will just die. Like, look at that. Those little spiderlings didn't stand a chance. They just die because they're in my proximity. It's as all things should be. Dying when they come close. Because, I mean, it does a good bit of damage. Like, 5-6 damage I'm seeing. And what on earth? Did I activate something accidentally by killing enough enemies or killing enemies? I did something in that red mark I'd seen the previous run and pointed out. I need to kill an enemy on top of my primary attack's a chance to stun. Okay, I've learnt something of the game. That's good. Also, my rage meter is full. Then I can become invulnerable for 6 seconds. And just spam attacks against the boss when we get to that. That'll be very nice. Come on, just murder the bats. I really do hate those bats. They stay just outside of your range. Also, if I come across Oh, it's a cute little puppy. And its dying mother.
Love, truly a divine emotion, especially during dark days. Love had motivated this mother to lay down her life for her cub.
Aww. Cute little dog. Hello. Oh, that's immediately into a fight. I was going to say hello, cute little dog, then go and try and avenge its mother, but no. Now we're just straight into a fight. Not too tough a fight, though.
While love now compelled the young one to try and rouse her from eternal slumber. And it would be love welcoming the new orphan among the Bergsons.
We've got a lovely little wolf cub now being rescued. Also my, like, thorny armor or whatever lets me just run into pots. It's quite nice. That previously needed me to attack them. So that is actually really handy. Yeah, I think that should be us about done with the floor. Are we on to the boss in a second, or do we have a third cave? We have a third cave. That's fine. I'm happy with a third cave. That's good by me. Just continue to attack things. My primary attack being able to stun seems really useful. I don't know how high the chance is. You don't get like a probability thing, or probability even. So I can only hope it's a good chance, but I don't know. Also, I did kind of walk into one of those spike traps. That's fine, because we killed the boss and got a lot of money. I'm gonna say a bunch and a lot at the same time. Almost said lunch. We get a good amount of money right there. We also had healing just in reserves. That's fine. We're only missing the 2 health now. Yeah, just continue to murder things. Oh, this stun and contact damage is... This is lovely. I'm liking the build I've got going. Like, this is going well. Like, I'm not doing amazingly with it, just because I'm still a bit, like, flawed at how I'm playing the game, I feel. But, I mean, it's going well. It's going well. It says I just lost a bunch of health, but I had a healing thing. So it's fine. I'm back to full again. It's fine. I was just wanting to get the most out of that health top-up, so I wasn't entirely the most injured. But yeah, I'm liking these relics I've got. Like the one which let me occasionally throw an axe, that was nice. Extra damage as well, but I'm preferring contact damage. I'm really feeling it, this guy. He seems like he's enjoying it.
What strange thing could have dragged Grandmother this far? The will of Rhea will flow in those still obelisks to aid the Guardians. This was the only thing Margaret and the Bergson had to return home in order to understand what had occurred.
Okay. So if I activate this, I gain a buff temporarily. Alright. That's good, I guess. And oh, all of these obelisk things have now been... Ah! Okay, so these are now things I get to activate for temporary buffs. All of the obelisks that are around the place. Activate that. What's the one down here? See more experience? Yeah, I'm gonna take that over movement speed. Let's go. Let's go back. That means I can level up. And we're about to go into a boss anyway.
Welcome, friend, the shopkeep greeted. Don't mind the occasional blood stain on the merchandise.
I like this little music bit in the shop. Call Hashmalu the Great to fight by your side for a while. not limited duration, just a while. Increase movement speed below 25%. Stun enemies. Come into contact with while invading. Okay. I'm gonna take a charm. I move less quickly, but deal more attack damage, and I now stun things I dodge into. Okay. That's nice seeming. I quite like that. It's not nice seeming. It's nice seeming. I didn't notice how that could be misconstrued. I had to correct myself there in case Drainer's there in the chat. You will jump at any opportunity.
All 8 eyes studied the one so willing to walk into their own.
Round 2 with this boss. I mean, first ever dungeon run. I did fine enough against it. So I'm feeling decent here. I'm feeling decent. Just maybe activate my invulnerability in a second. Come on, just keep on dodging and stunning. We're fine. Come on, we're managing. That dropped healing for me. Yeah, just murder a thing. Yeah, I don't like how it summons and adds. But I mean, it's fair enough, really, isn't it? Let's just activate my invulnerability and go to town on this thing. Okay, my invulnerability ended as it landed. That's not ideal, but we're fine. Am I supposed to dodge out of the way? Or how am I supposed to get away from this thing? When does this little ground count? So I can't seem to get back in very quickly when that happens. Okay, we're managing. Dodge away. Give it a whack. I think we got it this time. I think we've got it. Come on. Managing. Stay up here. And murder it. Come on, it's got like a couple hits now.
Howled in anguish.
There we go.
Death slowly beckoned to bestow its peace.
I think getting a roguelike boss first try is pretty good going. I don't think that's me won the game though.
A way had opened, a step closer to the spirit at the heart of the caves. Though before taking that step, caution dictated a return to home to inform the family of the newfound passage.
Okay, so I'm not allowed to continue on. But maybe that lets me do a separate dungeon. Or something. We also rescued the whale cub. That's important. That's an important one. Why is he pacing?
Worried for the missing boy, Ben thought that maybe he should have hidden the daggers better.
Oh. So our sons run off.
Margaret, in her wisdom, knew that nothing would have remained hidden from Kevin forever. Now she only encouraged her son and his daughter to hurry and find him.
Alright. So the sons run away. Oh dear. Although what's this?
Kevin returned from his saga with barely a scratch, yet he found no appreciation from his family, especially his father. Despite having Linda on his side, his father was still mad at him for endangering himself and worrying them all, including his pregnant mother. His favorite line, asking how he could be so inconsiderate. He wondered whether Uncle Ben would understand his bravery and initiative better. With his heroic act unrecognized, the young boy waited, frustrated, expecting more punishment. What Kevin had not expected was his parents' reaction. Heartened by his courage, his father was going to teach him the ways of battle, and his mother was far from the frail and always worried housewife she had seemed. A Bergson through and through, she gave him her blessing and asked only that he temper his courage with caution.
Hey, so Feld immediately came back. I feel maybe I beat the boss too soon, so just give me a couple story things at once. Yeah.
Perhaps Uncle Ben was the happiest of them all. Not only had his nephew held his own in combat, but had done so with the weapons he had made for him. Kevin only wished his older brother Mark was there to witness his rise to the family calling. Defeated, the Spider King had been removed from the path leading to the halls of Aneadiah, although the pestering of greedy goblins might still prove dangerous along the way. Uncle Ben was pointing out possible routes forward, speaking of the troubles pilgrims had run into in the Lost Trenches.
Alright. Apparently I've been streaming for an hour. I've been enjoying this, and it doesn't feel like it's been an hour. But yeah, like, this is a good time. Also,
although in the
Wilpug's
safety of the
very
Bergsons' house,
well.
the young cub was not yet free from danger. Exhaustion racked the animal's body, its chest heaving for even the smallest of breaths. The family believed several plants found deep in the nearby caves, combined together, could serve to remedy the situation.
Okay. That was a bunch of story things all happening at once. I mean, being that boss in the second run I don't think was expected, but I'm happy with it. Whenever Margaret deciphers a tablet, Rhea reveals something new for Bergsons. Given enough resources, she will then be able to strengthen the family.
The mysteries of the world were like open books to the wise, and words from the wise shall benefit man and beast.
Yeah, I get to then upgrade things. I mean, I don't know if I really care for much of this. I'll be honest. I mean, I've got enough for one upgrade, but I'd rather go for just straight up damage, given the chance. Because, I mean, extra 1.5 damage. That's just nice. It's nice. Max health's maybe not the most important. We've got a story thing here, though.
A mother
Pregnant
away
mother.
from her child would cause worry even in the best of times. And this was far from the best of times. It had been more than a year since Mark, Mary's eldest son, had gone to live in the monastery deep in the forest. The same forest was now the source of such worrying news.
Yeah, she's worried about her son. Fair enough. Kevin's now available. He's an assassin, apparently. Precision upgrade unlocked. Okay, cool. That means crit chances, yeah? Yeah. Might as well. Just crit chances, extra health. There we go. Yeah, there you got little Kevin out doing his thing. Aw. I like this. It's just a little family. They've all got their own things going on. I'm assuming at some point, like that Mark person will come back. That wolf pup will turn one of them into kind of ranger class, where we've got like a wolf companion or something. I don't know. That's nice. That's nice.
Drowned in the blood-soaked muck of these trenches, with a path to the halls of Anaiadaya.
We get to go back in. I mean, we can leave John at level 5. Got Linda. We've got Heaven. Heaven's an assassin. He's also new. I've not played with Linda. I feel maybe I should. She has a bow. Heaven's got 2 daggers. I'm all proud of him for actually taking the initiative to try and improve himself. I'm gonna go for Kevin. Quick and stealthy. If each hit he stacks frenzy, more frenzy he has, the quicker his attacks. So I need to continually hit things, and it makes me even quicker. Okay. Seems to build up even when I'm hitting like inanimate objects, and it seems to last a decent while. Yeah, he does get pretty quick, doesn't he? Doesn't have a block of any kind though, so I need to be dodging a lot more with him. Although it seems he has 3 dodges, which is nice. So yeah, dodging's probably thin. I need to figure out how to play as him. I've got a charm, movement speed, and dodge chance. Can't evade. Wait, what's that mean? I can still dodge roll. Does that mean I can no longer become invulnerable while dodge rolling? I would imagine. That would be what makes sense to me. I don't think I like Kevin, I'll be honest. He didn't seem as decent as Man with Sword and Shield. Poor Kevin.
As the conversation turned to the progress of the corruption, Mary was curious to know which village had been attacked this time. However, that worry gave way to panic when Lucy entered.
The village has been attacked.
Poor beasts, all slaughtered. Maybe something had infected them. The corruption was on their doorstep now.
Here. So, was that literally just down here somewhere? Like, yeah, it's actually on their doorstep. Like, you can see the corruption down this side. Oh dear. Okay, that is actually literally on the doorstep. Although, I do like how before Kevin was off training, now the 2 siblings are playing with the youngest sibling. It's nice. I like that. It's a nice little touch. Although apparently, got something happening up here.
The past holds both joy and bitterness of time. Sheila could help them, as John said, but Ben could not bring himself to overlook the sting of their past relationship.
Yeah, Wolf Cub's still not doing well. We need to go find some herbs for it. Or something of that nature. I'm gonna give Kevin another go. Now I've got a slightly better idea of how he plays. I think he could work. I'm still not sure what I think of him. I liked having the ability to block. That was really convenient to have. He doesn't have best reach, does he? Yeah, I need to be doing my dodging and whatnot. Maybe once he has his abilities, I'll be able to actually confidently say he's passably decent. Because, like, I'm immediately doing better than last time. I've not died or even been damaged in this first room. But yeah, he's hardly the easiest to play as. Just because of how much you need to be moving around. But yeah, we seem to be managing. We seem to be. Just get rid of that. We need to do our level up. Frenzy, successful attacks, trigger into focused frenzy. I mean, maybe? If I'm a 9, I get to just attack all around myself. Seems good. It's a lot of damage too. But if I get surrounded, then yeah, that looks like it'll come in handy. Greatly increase my chance of critting. Sounds useful. Yeah, just trying out my ability. It seemed to do a decent enough job. Didn't seem amazing, but it did some damage to multiple people at, I mean, a somewhat alright range. Yeah, let's take increased crit chance for a moment. Yeah, we're needing to kill something on that. I've only just noticed. Increased health, decreased damage. Yeah, I'll say no to that one. Got a mark. We need to kill something on there. Is what I think that means anyway. So let's... Oh no, we've got a volunteer. Hello. That's awfully kind of you, my good sir. Ow. I've immediately been hit. This guy, he hits quite hard. He's maybe not the best one to be using for this. Yep, I didn't do anything. Okay, I don't know entirely what that does. Or how you activate it. But it seemed nice at the time. So I'll keep an eye on it. We'll also take this. We have a skill point, might as well get as much as we can for little Kevin here. We might as well. You've got somewhat dangerous Bella. He's not going to be too bad. He's mildly murdering me, but he's probably not the worst ever. God, he has a lot of damage. Yeah, I need to just be dodging continuously, because things hit you for a lot in this. Like, we're not gonna be friendly with you in the slightest. We're not, like, being easy on you as, like, a beginner or anything. Ow. God, yeah, they hit a lot. Okay. Okay, I think I've about got how Kevin works. I'm still not sure if I like him. And, ooh, that mark, someone else. Ooh, they aren't in the best of shapes.
While painful for a mother to see her son in sickness was still better than missing him for so long, Mary knew that she would make caring for Mark her mission. Mark had to warn them about the dangers approaching, despite how difficult it was to talk. He started naming the villages that were evacuated, or worse, taken over by the corruption, but soon succumbed to fatigue and fell asleep. Mary recalled hearing of an herbalist in Count Dippo Caves that would have the yarrow at hand needed to treat Mark. The Bergsons would once again need to brave the treacherous caves in search of the herbalist.
Okay, so we've got a family member back. Not in the best of shapes, but yeah, not great. Got an event here though. The grandmother.
She knew where it was coming from. Her ancestors had spoken of such corruption flooding down the mountain, but Grandma Margaret wanted to know what it was and what needed to be done to destroy it.
Alright. Are we able to get anything in here that would help us? I mean, I'll take a bit more health. Heaven seems really squishy. I'd like damage resistance. If I could. I'm gonna keep trying it. I think he can be good. But I cannot get used to him. You need to be reading attacks
Finding
and
the herbalist
while they are
was the most
telegraphed, there's a
pressing
lot of
matter.
enemies.
The healing herb needed to be taken to Mary as soon as possible.
Anyway, jump down here. Let's just make a start. If it wasn't for the ranged attacks, it should be a lot easier. Like, these ranged attacks do an awful lot of damage. I think it's where most of my hits come from, when I am getting hit. Also, that boss is summoning more enemies, which is not ideal. But it would let me farm money if I really wanted to. And ow, I took some hits here, that's not ideal. Okay. Fine. What is this? There's no more effect, but health. Globe heals less? What does it mean, shields? I mean, sure. You can get shields in this. Like, as like a health attribute thing. Just temporary health which recharges, I guess. I mean, I know what it is in most roguelites. I can only hope it's the same in this. It'd be very confusing if it wasn't. Yeah, this seems to be going alright so far. I've gotten a bit more used to fighting with Kevin. Still not 100% on him. Like, he's an odd one to figure out. But I'm feeling him a lot more than before. Like, I'm getting how to play him a bit more. Ow, I'm still getting hit by just random little things. His attacks, like, they're not telegraphed amazingly, so I'm not always certain when they're happening. I've gained the skill point. Let's see. Immediately invest in... Okay, we don't actually have enough for anything. Yeah, okay. Never mind. We'll invest in the Fan of Knives or whatever it was. That seems a useful one. We still have more things to murder here though. Just kill those. And what is this? Last time we went into an area like this, we had a trapped person. It is an arena still. So at least that's not changed. But yeah. This is not going amazingly for Kevin here. He's managing somewhat, I want to say. I think that would be almost lying to if I said that. Like, I'm not dead. That's good. God, yeah, Kevin, he is a bit squishy. You need to be continually avoiding everything. Which sounds more doable than it is. Alright, what have we found? Least amount of morve. What's morve? I don't know what morve is, but I mean, it's probably good. Is that for currency, maybe? It could be. Also, we need to kill things on this mark. Come on, just kill more of them, please. That mark's starting to glow a bit better. More enemies. Hello, you little bat fella. Get over here. I'm assuming killing things on this mark is what you do, right? Like, that's definitely becoming more vibrant over time. Like, I'm not just mad, am I? I might just be mad. That doesn't seem to be changing much like, per individual. Let's just grab some more. We'll try this with a group. Come on. Come on, little skeletons. Just die for me, would you? Doing a test. It looks like it's getting brighter. I'm going mad, am I? I'm just going mad. Nothing has changed. Okay, come on, bats. Can get them to follow. It's blood. I mean, blood's probably what we need. Bats have blood. Now that definitely does make it brighter. I just need to kill a lot of enemies on it in a short period of time, which I don't think's doable with where it's positioned. God, yeah, they change your aim last second if they can. They're tough ones to dodge, those little ranged fellas. People like them, it makes you want a shield. Ouch, I'm gonna die. I don't want to, but I think I am. No. Seem fine for now. Right. Oh no, we've got more enemies spawning. No, I've got enough of you. Follow me over this way, please. Come on. I'm sure you're willing to follow, and yeah, this thing definitely does grow brighter as I kill them. It doesn't grow a lot brighter though, and I'm gonna die in a second. Yep, there we go. Kevin would be fine if he didn't need to charge up his attack speed over time. It's just he's too slow to get started, I think.
The heat had only grown more intense in the young child's hands, far stronger than any would suspect in one so young. Her training could no longer be just a pastime, for fire was a dangerous friend.
Her hands on fire? Or she's a pyromancer? I want to think pyromancer, but the first would be kind of fun. Yeah, we've got more story here. Hello,
Old
grandmother.
tales and amusing stories. The Bergsons well knew that even in the darkest of hours, they would lighten a heavy heart. And furthermore, maybe those heroes of old could teach something of their ways to the heroes of now, while they listened to the trove of Grandma Margaret's stories.
But yeah, I'm not feeling Kevin. I'm sorry, he's not working for me. I wanted to try him out. I thought he could be decent. He's not the kind of character I want to play as. I'm gonna try the ranged one. She has a bow, I'm assuming she's ranged. It's hard to melee people with a bow. Imagine not impossible. Using our bow. Take out enemies from distance, aim and shoot at the same time. Use stamina to shoot while moving. Stamina regenerates automatically, and she doesn't move and shoot at the same time. Okay, so I can strafe, but I should try and avoid it. She's also got 2 dodges rather than the 1. She's more agile than the father. Awesome. Backing while backing off, I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. I should maybe try and just dodge away instead. Like just dodge back rather than walking, just so I can keep some of my stamina. Because yeah, that seems about as effective. There's also very much a degree of auto-aiming here. Which, I mean, I'm fine with, but it seems a bit strong. Can I change that? Aim assist. There we go. So she now actually have to aim. Which sounds better to me, because I'm playing mouse and keyboard. So I think that's fine, as far as I'm concerned. I'm liking the bow. I'm liking the bow. Not having to go into melee range. It's a lot nicer than what we were just doing with Kevin a second ago. Well, Kevin seems like he could be powerful. He's definitely not quite as powerful as I'd like. Like, he takes too long to wind up to actually being able to do anything decent. When he's fully charged, you still need to worry about rolling around. It's not as if you're like invulnerable in any sense. And we've leveled up, so we'll need to check what skills we get. Decreased stamina, you consume while moving, increased duration she can perform. Explosive arrow to fall on her enemies. Or, no, just an arrow which lands explosive force. So AoE. We're getting the AoE. Goes where I'm aiming, so that's fine. That's fine. It's not the most powerful, but I can see it working. Just be careful here. Okay. Fine. We're fine. We'd kinda like some healing. Because I mean, as an archer, shouldn't have charged into the middle of all the enemies. You may think that is an obvious thing. I also would agree with you on that, but for some reason I did. We're just not going to question it. I'm sure there is some strategy involved. Okay, immediately we got a boss type enemy. Be careful of him. It's going to be a tough one to get rid of if he's among his friends. I think just one last arrow should finish it. Yeah, there we go. I got the healing that I wanted. Not quite full, but that's fine. That's fine. Now we just continue on. Try and get rid of the ranged ones. Best I can. Got rid of the melee. That guy's now gone. Someone up there, I think. No, he was there. Okay, I was close. Not quite any cigars or whatever the phrase is. I remember. Close but no cigars, isn't it? That's the saying. Okay, just need to be careful in this corridor because it is a spiky corridor. I will take some luck. Or extra XP game, sorry. It's the coin is luck, isn't it? Yeah, we're doing fine. Just murder these fellas. Down we go. We're getting plenty of XP right. Largely thanks to the fact that I'm not having to worry quite as much about, like, getting a combo up or anything. Also, can I shoot that? No, I can't. Ah, little drainer. Looks like bootleg Noita. It's nothing like Noita. It's a good game. I'm enjoying it. It's a good game. I mean, I don't know how streamable it is. I said earlier, it's fun, but it's not great. Ooh, is your phone getting blubbered today? That's interesting. Also,
The
dead
further
people.
their quest proceeded, the more dangers there were to face. Even the dead had no claim to peace anymore.
This could be worrying. I mean, I'm an archer. These guys are all melee. But that's fine, right? We're gonna manage. Comes in 3 weeks, okay. I mean, I'm still expecting to be sat there waiting for it to come through the door. But, sure. In here...
front of the hero, an
It'll
object
blow
of
revive
divine
at a modest
energies.
portion of health. Alright. I don't think it's gonna be great. I don't tend to like these things that let you revive. Like, as I see it, it's as good as extra max health. But I'd rather the extra max health. That's fine though. That's fine. We just need to go through, hopefully get a better relic further on that actually helps you in terms of fighting. Be careful, we need to take out these ranged fellas. There's also a big fella, a big one. There's another one on his way. It's quite a meaty boy. Imagine this is what you look like, Trainer, right? I can see there probably being a resemblance. We are away to a toilet, so we'll need to wait to find out. I could see that being Trainer. I could see that. I would say I feel a bit bad saying that, but I don't. That'd be a lie. That's fine. He knows I mean it. Like, most people would be joking. I mean, nah. Don't need to be a Drainer. Who I'm talking to right now? Mostly just talking to myself, I guess anyone who would come by to watch. I don't know if anyone's gonna come by and watch. I don't think I get many views on my YouTube videos. This doesn't strike me as a game that should have a like following already there for it. So who knows? Who knows? Killed the big guy though. We're doing fine. We are doing fine. How do we do now though? Like, we've got a door. I mean, we've got more people to kill. I'm fine with killing more people. Like, this character I'm playing as, can't remember her name, but she's a lot more survivable than Kevin. Like, Kevin's an assassin, fair enough, he's a bit squishy.
Who could have possessed such a powerful object?
Well, I now get my evades back quicker. That's quite nice. That's quite nice. I like that. That's a lovely wee bonus. That's enemies up there. I thought I'd cleared that area out more. I think I killed that guy. Yep, got him off screen. Lovely. Better movement speed if I want it, which I kinda do. I'd be lying if I said I didn't. I've got any level ups worth investing. I mean, we could do this. I'd rather get another point into the explosive crescendo. Just being able to do AoE damage with someone who can't normally do AoE damage with basic attack. It's lovely to have. Because, I mean, I can understand why you'd want to be able to move more. If there's not enemies to have to move away from, like, you're all good, right? That's just how it is. Also, other door. Hello. I saw a pressure plate other way, so what is this? It's like an important item. Is this like maybe some of those herbs I need for the dog?
The generis mushroom was vital to any concoction with the purpose of healing. While naturally poisonous, any skilled brewmaker could extract the important properties.
Hey, that is probably for the dog. So the other one wanted some kind of roots, wasn't it? On your back, Trainer. I definitely wasn't shit talking you while you were away. So don't worry about that. Like, I'd never do anything of the sort. Just feel I should specify that it didn't happen. Oh, that's not very nice. I never said anything bad about you, Jay. Like, I was just letting you know that I hadn't done that in case you were worried. And here you are. I can't believe it. Can't believe it. How rude. Anyway, let's just murder things. It's all fine. It's all fine. Oh, that is better luck. I will take this. Get more money temporarily dropping. I think anyway. Yeah, what I did, Drain, is I compared these like big green fellas to you because I feel there's probably some similarities here, right? Is there? I've not actually seen what you look like, but it's what I'm picturing. In my mind. In my mind's eye. Like, you know? Okay, murder them and murder the rest. There we go. We are fine. Murder these little slugs as well. They're all good. Ah! Fuke! Hello! You're giving points towards Femboy Friday. I forgot that was a thing. No one ever gives any points. Something similar to him in a hentai. Oh, I never knew you starred in hentai. On you, guess, trainer. I'm sorry, I'll stop comparing you to him. I don't know at all what you look like. It's probably very inconsiderate of me. Always down to Femboy. Oh, I'm well aware, Fuke. I'm well aware. I think pretty much everyone who comes by my streams is always down for it. It worries me, honestly, with how down for it some people are. But that's not important. Nah, come on, Drainer. I'm sure you wouldn't be that bad. Like, I'm sure there's someone out there who, for some reason, would find you attractive. Like, it's about personality, right? Like, you may not have much of that either, but you've got some. Anyway, let's keep on going. I've got a cutscene thing.
How can this be? Is he lost? Muttered Margaret under her breath. Lost in the study of the walls and oblivious to her surroundings.
Hello, grandmother.
She always had time for her children, but it was best to leave Grandma to her pursuits now.
Oh, fuck you too, grandmother. But yeah, like, this game, you'll need to let me know if you think it's any decent for streaming, because I'm not entirely certain on it. Like, it's a weird game to commentate on. Like, I am just running around shooting things. Like, it's all a very basic combat system. It does take some skill, some concentration, you could argue. I lack both of those. But yeah, I'm hoping it's a decent enough thing. That would be that herbalist. Reminds you of Diablo.
The poor herbalist had no
It's not kind of a
but the
game about
goblin's
looting
greed
things.
had
So
now
much.
surpassed
I can see
gold and jewels.
somewhat of a resemblance. Yeah, this would be
Shedding
medicine we
tears
need.
for the dead man would serve no one now. The herbs needed to be delivered to Mary.
In case you were wondering, by the way, we are currently trying to get to like various herbs in this cave to save a dog, because that's important. It's more important than the actual important stuff. But yeah, tell me if this is any decent or not. Diablo Immortal didn't release in your country. That's the one on mobile, isn't it? Like, you do have a mobile phone, don't you, Drainer? Still can't believe that's what they were saying, bro, to try and sell it. Like, really? People were disappointed in the fact that it was a mobile game, and the only thing they do is say you like, or you have mobile phones. God almighty. Thanks to loot boxes didn't release what? Just, do they not want to release the probabilities for the loot boxes? I thought that was what it was, like, over there in the Netherlands. I think it's Netherlands. Like, I don't understand. No, loot boxes are just 100% illegal. Okay. It's on PC anyway. I mean, I'm sure if you really wanted Drainer, you could get it. Question is, do you really want to get it? I mean, it'd be something to do with your new phone, I guess. Like, in 3 weeks' time when it gets there. But maybe? Maybe? I still don't know what this thing is. It's definitely something, that. Also, we've not found much in the terms of these stones. kinda need some more. Because I come across a lot of these chests. I'm a man who's fond of my chests, but I can't open any of them. Terrible. I'd rather have... I'm trying to think of what that could be, but I can't think of acronyms, so I'm going to assume you're meaning Genshin Impact on your phone. So fair enough, honestly. Of course you're a man of taste, you want Genshin Impact. It's clearly what FE stands for. What is FE though? Fire Emblem Heroes, ah yes! The one you've invested, like, was it over 150 euros, was it? I mean, sure you do you. I'm not going to tell you that you're spending your money on bad things. And as for the rest of the bits, any of these are good. I can't afford any anyway. So Black Badge and Drainer for, I've got no idea, he put it on there himself. Like, what does it mean? Can I hover over it? You're watching without video, apparently. Well, it's just listening to me as a podcast, are you? How the hell does that work? I mean, I understand the game I'm not playing's... or the game I'm playing is not the most interesting, but... okay. Just a podcast. I can understand with some streamers. Like, I could. I'm not gonna say I can understand it all the time. Whereas the badge for not liking receiving email sent. I've just glossed over that message apparently. Like, Drainer only wants to give it. He is a generous man. He never wants to receive anything. That's just how it is with him. You could say that makes him not generous, but I mean, shut up. So, take that, I guess. But yeah, it's an odd badge. I never even knew that was a thing you could do on Twitch. Like, if you're watching without video, does it still count as a view? Because, I mean, you're not a viewer, are you? You're listening for 2 minutes. Ah, that's fine, don't you worry. It's good to see you popping in to say hi. I'm not seeing the thing next to you saying you're like a new viewer, so I'm assuming you came by before during... I mean, it would either be Noita, or more likely thing is probably when Ludwig came by during the charity stream on Christmas. There seems to be a lot of you returning to say hello recently, like, not too many. But I'm assuming Ludwig stream. Like, I was in a maid outfit back then. I mean, I still could go into a maid outfit. We've got a Femboy Friday who's as a... what have I...
Bellagio the Odd sought another game of cat and bird.
What? Just need to... what? I'm just chasing the bird down. Okay. That's fine.
Bellagio fled further.
Where am I... what? This is a terrible idea. I'm gonna die if I ever want to retrace my steps. What the
Further
hell?
she fled.
I'm safe in here. I hope so. I'm gonna die horrendously
Relishing the
otherwise.
chase, she accepted defeat.
Hooray! I found an egg. Make a nice omelette with that, I guess. Mysterious egg. Nobody here huge fan of streaming right now. Ah. Fair enough, fair enough. I can entirely relate to that. Like, I don't think if there's people I don't enjoy watching, I'd actually actively participate with them. Like, I know people like having people lurking in that. I personally don't really care for lurkers, I don't care about the view count. I'd rather just have people to chat to, so. But yeah, like, it definitely does help with watching streams if it's someone you like, because some people just I don't find them entertaining. Like, I don't know entirely how much people will agree with me on this, but like one streamer I really don't understand is what's it called? One of the big ones, XQC. That's their name. I don't get them. I've tried looking at a couple of their streams a few times just to see what people are actually interested in on Twitch. I don't get it. I really don't. Only picked up on 50% what I said to my accent. Okay. I don't understand what people come by streams for. I've tried looking at some streamers who are big, and I try and understand what people are liking. But, like, a lot of the bigger ones I don't get. XQC, I don't get. A lot of the time, I think it's people laughing at him, not with him. He's not a funny man. I can't say I get him a lot of the time. Like, I don't know if I've just tuned into bad streams of his when I've been, like, having a look at what's going on around Twitch, but there's a lot which I just don't get. Like, is it particular games which are more interesting? Like, maybe? Is it a case where you want to kind of specialise into a particular genre? Like, maybe you want to be a streamer who does entirely deck building games? Like, maybe stream exclusively Hearthstone and what's this game called? Slay the Spire. That's a deck building game. Maybe Magic the Gathering. Like, certain games definitely do have certain appeals. But I think for a lot of people, there's a lot of differences. Like, Drainer, or 12/12 you're seeing in the chat, he's only here because he wants me sexually. Like, he has carnal desires for me. Which is fair enough on his part. I'm a sexy Scottish man. So I mean, Pokemon I understand. It's streamer girl. Why wouldn't she have a big audience? I don't think the content's good. It's not something I personally care for, but streamer girl. Like, there's a reason they've gotten so big on Twitch. Just, there are a ludicrous amount of people who are just horny, and for some reason think that these streamer girls will notice. Arcov and Rust. I mean, yeah, fair enough. Rust, I mean, it's a case of knowing what you're doing, being able to get yourself set up efficiently, but then you also have to deal with just the randomness of having people. There's always something that's going to be happening. Like, Satisfactory and such, I think, are popular for streaming, because people like watching how people set things up, because people always prioritise different things when building bases and stuff like that. Tarkov, I've not seen a lot on, but if I'm understanding it correctly, you need to actually have a squad, you need to be good at communicating. It's not luck. Like, you need to know how to deal with certain situations. You need to be practiced, you need to know what you're doing before you just jump into a fight or whatever. Then you also have to be good at ambushing people and reacting to ambushes. Like, they're good games. I can definitely see people enjoying them. Sadly, I don't think for games I could really do, because there's not a lot that happens until that one fight in Tarkov. Or something like that. I just end up continually dying, or something of that nature. I don't think it would make an enjoyable experience just to watch. They run out of things to talk about. I don't have to, but I'll probably spend a lot of time in the menu screen. Ah, yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. Like, I do think I could be convinced to do some of these games. It's just, I don't tend to really know what to say during games with a lot of action in them. Like, for example, this. I've not talked about the actual game in ages. I am literally just talking to people in the chat. Like, that's what I like to do for my streams. If people come by, I'm happy to have a talk about it. If people aren't talking, I'm happy to narrate what I'm doing. to the best I can anyway. But yeah, like, people stream their own things in their own ways. At the end of the day, I'm doing what I have fun with. I'm not saying there's a bad way to do streaming. I'm sure there's a lot of streamers out there who are doing it and not having fun. I think that's the wrong way to be doing it, personally. But I mean, if they're making money off of it, I mean, it's a job. Most jobs aren't fun. I don't think anyone goes out to a job in, like, any part of society and thinks to themselves, you know what, I'm loving this job. Like, it's a rare thing to be able to actually say. I think a lot of the bigger streamers, it's lovely to see them actually enjoying themselves and stuff, like RT Game for one I quite like. If you're small, there's no reason to focus on money. I mean, yeah. Unless you're needing to make a living off of it. There's not any real reason. Like, the way I have it, like, in my mentality, is, even if I did become big, I'm not going to do things which, personally, I'd be against if I saw someone else doing it. For example, I don't want midway point ads. Like, I don't know how Twitch does it. I think having pre-rolls on means there's no midpoint ads, which is the best I can get. If I could, I'd disable ads, because, I mean, I've got an ad blocker. I mean, I hate ads. They're annoying. They interrupt the flow of whatever's going on. Like, I've seen them on some smaller streamers, because I do try and help out smaller streamers if I can. Like, go by, chat to them, keep them company, lurk if they're not particularly interesting. But if there's a midpoint ad and you're trying to have a conversation with a streamer, and you're trying to follow what's going on, just get completely cut off from the stream. You don't see what's going on. You don't hear what's going on. You can see chats, but that's all you get to see. Like, I think if I did want to monetize, I'd probably end up trying to get a sponsorship, something I personally enjoy. But yeah, if you're about to go, don't let me keep you. Like, go watch, I mean, whoever the streamer is. Like, hopefully you'll enjoy their stream at least as much as mine, otherwise that'd be a bit depressing, because, I mean, I am just random streamer, man. Like, assumedly you will enjoy. For Begs, I'll stop and read that quick. Still shouldn't, because it'd be hard to keep streaming when you don't enjoy it. I mean, yeah. Like, it's hard to make an enjoyable stream when you're not enjoying it yourself, is the way I'm thinking it works. I don't know if that is how it works, but it's the way I think it does, so there we go. Like, if you've ever seen a stream where someone is clearly not enjoying it, you'll know what I mean when I say it's not an enjoyable experience to watch. Like, it is definitely noticeable when someone's having a bad time. Like, that aside, like, I do still try and stream, even if I'm having, like, a worse day of it, not quite actually feeling the game so much, but I don't tend to stream longer than the 3 hours unless I'm having a good time. And recently, I've been streaming more than the 3 hours. Like, I try and limit myself, but, I mean, I don't particularly mind, like, just streaming for a bit longer if I'm having a good time. Streamers, 500 plus views. It gets you money though, that's the thing. Like, maybe I could do that, Drainer. Like, do I take the shirt off? No, because, I mean, I don't think even male nipples are allowed. But still, I could. It is a definite thing that I could do. I won't. I'm not gonna even entertain the prospect of doing it, Trainer, because I know both you and Fuke would jump at the offer of me doing anything like that. Now, you've not seen my nipples. What I've done is I actually photoshopped other men's nipples over mine. Those pictures I sent you, Drainer. Like, you've never actually seen mine. Like, I can assure you, mine are far worse. Like, I was entertaining with thought. Wait, entertaining with thought of what? Like, titty streaming? No, I'm definitely not. Like, oh god, sorry if I got your hopes up there. Yeah, no, that is not a thing I'm entertaining. I think Sunday's a pretty big day to stream. I mean, I guess, but for smaller streamers, I don't think it is as good on a Sunday. Because on Sundays, like, that's when all the streamers are doing their thing. That's where you're going to be drowned out by these big streamers who people already watch. So it's tough to get noticed. It's tough to get noticed. Like, I'm not particularly after reviewers. It would be nice to get more. But yeah. The reason you're VIP. You're actually wanting... Yeah, you definitely would not be there.
Adam writes about...
I don't know why you're so adamant about that.
Found more than they set out to find.
Oh, there's an enemy there. But yeah, like, I don't see why you're still here. Like, clearly I'm doing something right. You're still here, Lan. Or, what do you want to call you? Like, Lan? Not Lin? I mean, I don't know if you'll ever come back, but I'm gonna go with Lan. I usually go with the first part of someone's name. Astrological stone spiral outwards damage enemies. Cool. Again, wait, Lan? Or not Lan? Or not Lan? I don't know. Because, I mean, I'm assuming it's Lan, not Lan. Or... I'm confused. Nobody I regularly watch streaming. Ah yeah, fair enough. I thought you when you said you were gonna, like, go, like, let's go to YouTube to look for people. Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, if you want any recommendations, like, what kind of games are you into? Because, I mean, if you're into your Tarkov and such, I won't be able to tell you much. I'm sure you already know your people. It's Lan, not Ian. Okay. Okay, it's because when people see the lowercase L, they're thinking it's an I. Because I can see why there'd be confusion there. Alright, now I know your username. That's good. Because I don't know why, like, capital I's and L's always look the same. In fact, capital I's actually have the top and bottom bit in Twitch. Like, do they have the thing that lets you differentiate it from L? Or no? I'd assume no, because, I mean, OBS doesn't. And I'm assuming then it's a capital I you use. I mean, it could just be a lowercase L. Capital. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't look like a lowercase L. That's always confused me as a thing that fonts do. Like, surely you want your font to be, like, easy to read. That's the difference between, like, sans and sans serif fonts if you want to get technical with it. But yeah, I'm gonna stop talking about fonts. Talking about fonts is not how you be entertaining. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe I can come up with some kind of font-based viewership. Oh no. That's never gonna work out. That is never gonna work out. Also, I should really move. The character's mildly dying. We've also killed the boss, so that's fine. Something Unicode. I mean, it's not anything to do with Unicode, though, is it? Like, I would have thought it's to do with actually the font thing. I used to got a girl called Seraph. She wasn't your type. That is a terrible joke, and I love it. Thank you very much, Bantry. Favourite race? Ah, that's a tough one. I quite like the egg and spoon race. And you've also got the three-legged race, which is also just really fun. Sadly, neither of them are in the Olympics, and I feel they should be. simply for my own personal enjoyment, not any actual reason. But yeah, that was a tough question. What would you say your favourite race is? Like, the Indiana NASCAR 500. Fair enough. Fair enough. You are into your cars, I forgot about that. Yeah, like, is the egg and spoon race and the three-legged race much of a thing anywhere else in the world? Or is that just quite a British thing? I'd imagine it's quite a British thing, isn't it? I don't know. I could very much be wrong on that front. I just don't know many other foreign cultures. I am very much culturally ignorant, you could say. That's enemies. Hello, enemies. You tried to ambush me, did you? Well, joke's on you. I'm already being overly cautious. That is just a hand. What the hell does a hand do? A bit of a weird thing to come across, just as a blessing. Like, hand. I didn't read what it did, but I picked up a hand. Obelisk of Vitality, it said? I'll need to give that a read in a second. Also, thank you for the points towards Femboy Friday, Drainer. I appreciate it. What races don't I like? Ooh, I mean, do you mean ones to watch, or ones to personally participate in? The Chinese are terrible. I'm joking, by the way. I'm joking. Like, I'm not actually racist. Races I don't like. I mean, ones to watch, I think hurdles is pretty bad. Like, it's just a bunch of people running and jumping. You've also got, like, the 100-meter sprint. Like, I can see it being, like, a competitive thing. It's quite a simple premise. It's to be fast. You don't to be, like, fast for long, just to be fast. Yeah, they're not particularly interesting to watch. Yeah, you did intentionally set me up, which is why I made, like, the racist comment. Just because I feel you would have felt cheated otherwise. Last year, Monument to All. Okay. What does that mean? Don't know what that means. I'll come back to you another time, I think. Any luck in finding any people on YouTube, by the way, Lan? Because, I mean, YouTube is a very densely populated place. YouTubers I'd recommend, which aren't too big, would be probably Many a True Nerd. You have... I mean, RT Game. I know RT Game is somewhat big. But, like, I don't know if they're big internationally, or if it's just like a UK thing or what. I don't know, streaming, you're just gonna find the game. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. I mean, if you are, like, free later on, I'm gonna be doing a, like, games night over Discord and, like, on the stream, if you do want to come along to that. Don't feel you have to, it's just, if you do want stuff to do, I will be doing it. Like, it's always nice to get more people. But I never want to force anyone to join in, because, I mean, if people aren't having a good time, I don't want to be holding them captive. Unless I do like a giveaway event, in which case I'd be holding you captive, because you'd stick around being active until that happens. Also shop. Hello shop. Spawn laser traps. Laser? Good. Traps? Less good. Swaps every divine relic. Okay, no. 3 boulders fall, no. Breathe fire in a cone, also no. Well, isn't that terrible? It's utterly terrible. We're not wanting that. And yeah, we've explored the floor. I think we're going to fight a boss. I'm going to die. Because I'm not beating a boss first try. I mean, I managed to beat a boss like second try. I'm quite impressed at that. But it's not happening again. It's not happening first try. I need to learn how the boss works.
The creature that now threatened the hero was a crudely focused inferno of hatred and malice.
Okay, now this one... Is this one new, trainer? I can see the muscles in there. Like, it's got a six-pack. Is this one new? Rather than that troll or whatever it was. It must be.
If one raging beast was not
Oh no, there's
enough,
two of them. Okay,
surely
maybe
two
you
more.
and Fuke? I don't know. Ouch. Okay. These guys hurt. I need to be able to dodge. I need to focus on the lighter coloured one. Ow. Okay, heal up. Spawn the things that hurt enemies. Pick up the money, because that will come through with me even if I die. Doing fine. Stop moving while shooting for a second. We're managing here. It's okay, Drainer, I'm just killing you again and beating a boss first try. Because I'm good at games.
The final rasping
Look
breath.
how good I am.
The second beast became
How many people will be
motionless.
joining? I'm not sure.
Poor creatures,
I'm not sure. We've
twisted
got
by
at
the
least in the
corruption,
cell.
were finally
I think
able to
you-
rest.
I think David was wanting to join. Lan said maybe. Like, that's not a definite. If they are continuing to be born later, maybe we'll have a 4. I'm trying to think what we could do with 4 people. Could we do like the Scribble.io, like Pictionary online? That could be an interesting one. And we can add like the custom
Have to
thing
be
to draw
clear
of like
that the corruption,
poison cat
the
made.
jewel of life to be restored, the realm of Anea Daya, mother of beasts, and the goddess of waters. Before embarking for the spirit halls, however, the family must be informed of the newly opened passage.
I mean, if you ever want to just do like 2v2 Brawlhalla, I mean, sure. I've never played it, but I read that as generic mushroom. Yeah. I'd be up for giving it a go. Yeah, cutscenes. I'll be quiet.
The goblin siblings lay dead, and the pilgrims were now safer in their caves. But the last step remained to be taken. The warriors knew only that somewhere in the expanse of the caves was the ancient halls of the spirit who would reveal new truths to them.
Oh yeah, like, I see you jumping in Brawlhalla a lot, Drainer. I'm not surprised.
Mark was out of the woods now. His fever gone, he was almost up and about. "Welcome back, brother," said Kevin.
Alright. We've got him back now, right? Is he...
He had avoided
Fisticuffs?
conflict over the years, living in harmony with nature. But as Uncle Ben was fond of saying, a Bergson would forget how to walk before they forget how to fight.
He's a martial artist. Hey. I'm willing to have, like, a martial artist. He sounds fun. More fun than Kevin. I don't like Kevin. He wasn't very good. Dog's still not doing great. But yeah, hello. Mark, was it?
Whenever he could find time, Mark was reading about herbs and salves, his interest in medicine inherited from his grandmother.
Also, I only just noticed they have an aquarium. Lovely. But yeah, what did we unlock? Mark, and we've got another upgrade. Agility gives you a dodge chance, yes. All day, every day. Also more damage. As for the rest, I mean, crit chance, I'm happy keeping around 5%. That's fine with me, it works. I'm gonna up dodge chance. Max health, I don't care much for max health. Maybe have a look in here. Maybe make these last 40% longer. I'll need this at some point, I'm sure. Also, what the hell is this thing? I never actually questioned that. That looks like it's got some significance with those dots. And maybe representing each of the family members. Like, how many dots is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not going to count in there. I'm going to go down here. I'm going to count the silhouetted figures.
The first guest to be summoned, Anaidia, was to be found in the darkest depths of the Keldipo caves. For a spirit to leave her domain, though, was no simple.
Narrator cutout. But yeah, that is 7 people. We've got 3 dark, 4 lit up. Interesting, that. Also, I'm going to play as her again. I liked Linda. That was my first attempt with her, and she just managed to win. So yeah, we're going to take Linda with us. I like having a ranged character. I don't know what it is. Like, it just makes you feel safer. Anyway, invest in that. Family now moves a bit quicker altogether. For the rest, drastically increased attack speed, damage increases with each arrow. Like the idea of this. I also really like the idea of getting this for taking on like a big enemy. Just unlock that, and then we'll put some points into here. Yeah, I think maybe one last run. And then I'll need to call it quits until the game night. Also, we've immediately got a bunch of spiders. Arguably, not the best thing to be fighting is Linda. Like, Linda is good and all, but she's not good against smaller things. She's nothing but a whore. I'll have you know, she's also the eldest daughter. So, she's got that going for her. But yeah, like, I don't think she would be a whore. We're all pretty isolated up here, unless it's like incest. Which I honestly think is worse. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't highlight that if that's the case. That aside though, we're just gonna shoot things with a bow. It's all fine. It's all fine. We're not being a she-whore or whatever. And that guy is murdered. We are doing well. Kill that spider as well. I don't like having to like manually take care of little tiny spiders. It maybe be nice if I got that contact damage one. Now that I'm thinking. That is entirely luck dependent, but it would be nice. Because yeah, these things don't die in one hit, which is inconvenient. It's nice killing stuff in one hit. As for this, damage enemies nearby. Okay, that is a nice one. I will take that. That is a lovely little effect to have. I was just saying it'd be nice to be able to deal like the contact damage. This is pretty much the same thing, right?
Can the body endure
gambling.
the mind's gamble?
Okay, gamble, left, right, middle. What are you thinking? Personally, I like to just stick with the right. Because right is usually wrong. It's sometimes it's not. You're doing your mum. Okay, let's just go right then. That's fine. Failed, but we can just kill them from outside the door. It's safe. Right here. We do have those things. Just murder all of these. I mean, we can get a combo going. Nothing wrong with a good combo. Come on, continue murdering things. I don't know if they drop any money because they're summoned from an event. But I mean, they might. They probably won't, but they might. Yeah, we're just continuing to kill them. That guy summons more, let's get rid of him, definitely. And yeah, just on we go, I guess. Back at games night, you're gonna eat pizza. I mean, I'll see you at games night then, Rainer. It's been nice having you to chat to. Chest, not anything good, just a bit of money. I mean, I didn't expect to get anything amazing. It is rare that you ever do from a chest. And god damn it. It's only these, like, elite enemies who summons folk. Can't really deal with summoned folk too well. They're a bit of a pain, to say the least. God, these guys hit quite hard too. Okay, managed to kill them with that trap. That worked out for us. I honestly didn't mean to, but it's worked out for us. Love you too, trainer. I don't know when that message came in. I was in the middle of the fight, but I hope it wasn't too long ago. Because then you don't know that I love you if that's the case. Yeah, we're doing fine. We're taking a bit of damage. We can heal up with, I think, a single potion. Like, potions heal a bit over 20. I'm hoping it's not percentage based, in which case I'm wrong with that, because that's based on healing from the first guy. The guy who actually is meant to have a lot of health. That can be attacked. We're managing though. We are. It's like a skeleton in that pond. I don't entirely know what that is. Something there, like that's a skull. You can see the sockets. You can somewhat see a ribcage. Or it could just be, like, just tripping. That's possible. But it does look kind of like a skeleton skull. Well, that could just be plants and a rock. So, who knows? Who knows? I like to think it's a skeleton skull. As opposed to one of those other skulls from not skeletons. Well done, me. Look at that car. I didn't know there were traps directly under it. God damn it. That's not good, is it? No. I took quite a heavy amount of damage. I was like 30 odd damage I just took. Okay, we definitely need some healing now. No healing, but we do get this. Trap poisons enemies, enter it, poison damages enemies over time, and reduces attack power. That second part there, that's good sounding. I like the idea of making enemies not attack me quite as hard. Okay, come on. We can do this. Just need to murder folks. Maybe place down the trap. Okay, trap activates a single time. Makes sense. Did not mean to open that door, but I mean, so be it, I guess. We'll deal with what comes through at a later date. Because I'm preoccupied looking for health. And chests. Mainly chests, but I would quite like some health. Has to be said. I think it has been said a few times, but I'd like some healing. I'm gonna say it another few times. The game will understand what I'm saying eventually. It will give me the help I so desire. Yeah, we're managing. We're managing. Just try and take out that ranged guy. I don't know quite where he is. Is he down there? Yeah, I think I saw him under my ability bar dying just then. Doing well. That's not helpful. I do like money. I do need help. That's bad. That's very bad. Okay, we've been past here. There we go. That's done me a good job at clearing them out. I can't deal with that big spider mum. Like, that's not doable. Not until I have myself, like, yeah, that AoE attack. Or at least no other enemies around her. And God almighty, there is a lot more. Okay, just run away. Trigger this. There we go. Continue to murder them. We're managing. This is all fine. Keep that boss. Okay, now to try and... Ow, he caught me in that attack. It's a bigger AoE than I thought. Okay, we are managing. That's a spider there. Honestly, we're getting some good stuff out of this. We're getting a lot of these... I want to say keys. They're not really keys, are they? But they're functionally keys. We are getting a lot of them. I mean, they are good. Normally, I'd be lacking them and complaining when I come across a chest. But no, not on this occasion. Not on this occasion. Let's just try and take out this guy. I don't know where you came from, but I don't like you. So, bugger off if you would. Just on murdering folks. No one in the chat that would acknowledge anybody, so keep on talking to myself. It's all fine, because my setup now that I've gone back to my parents, I can't quite as easily glance over at chat as something comes in. Like, I'm doing a relatively decent job of it, I think. But it's still not the easiest. Just because I need to properly look away from what I'm doing and see it. Okay, we're managing. We're just needing to kill a few more people. These ones are ranged, which isn't ideal, but I mean, I can take them out. It's fine. Damn it, no healing. A fancy door. I do enjoy fancy door. I'll just have a quick look through here. 25 combo kills. Not an easy thing to do, but I mean, I can give it a go. I think I saw a spider head up that way. Doesn't really help. But I mean, he did. This guy, yeah, he's got AoEs around him. He was thinking that was what it was. We're managing. We're not getting that combo to ever trigger. But I can hope. I can hope. If it does ever happen, I mean, I get an extra nice reward. So that's always good. That's always good. There is healing up here apparently, or is that... No, that was one of those flasks for my ability. If I press control, fire extra quick ability. Let's murder you. There we go. We're doing fine. Might be able to get a combo going. I'm trying a bit hard at that. Like, we do have the guys in here who I can just murder through the door. Which is really kind of them letting me do that. Thank you, game devs, for having the oversight in this. I could see myself coming back to this game. I don't know if I'd come back to it for streaming though. I mean, some days are for me to play what I want to. So, I mean, I could. I could. I mean, I'm enjoying it enough. I don't know if I would have had enough to talk about should people not have come by.
A more perfect description of this root than its name. Cave web. Rather bland to the taste, still edible and full of nutrients.
Okay. Is that all the stuff I needed to, like, heal the wolf cub, or is that like, the second part, or the third part, perhaps? Because I would have thought if I need another, it would be in, like, the first cave system with all the spiders. Would make sense. hard to say, and yeah, finally through this door I opened a while ago. We are getting extra XP from killing these things. This is all going quite well. Just be careful of those guys up there. Come on, just... there are a lot of them. Okay, maybe stay back for a second. Ow, one of them hit me. Like that. Okay, still murder them from a distance. Just wait for my explosive arrow again. Maybe take out you manually. Kill all of them, and we've got upgrades. Like upgrades. Good. And this upgrade point goes into probably this. I want this! I think I'm gonna save up for this. Being able to move longer while, like, shooting sounds really useful. Because it's what I usually am doing. Like, it's certainly not going to be anything bad. I'll be quite a useful thing to have, I would have thought. Also, I see healing on the map. I want the healing. It's up that way. Back where all those, I think, goblin archers, yeah, like that guy, were before. You can get them. It's fine. Healing, healing, healing. That's a man. You're not supposed to be here. You teleported in. Okay. Get this one. It helps deal with most of these enemies. Like, we are gonna massacre them at this point. That's all good. It's gone well. There's that, and random item. I mean, the one I've got, I remember not being any good, was it? What do I have? Oh, no. Skills, map, codex. Items, divine graces. What do I have? Ah, yeah. I'm happy to immediately use that. Increased max health is more than worth it. I mean, is that permanent increased health? I think so. It's in green, it doesn't seem to be fading at all. Yeah, that's good. It's very good. Murder this troll fella, please. Got a door with something behind it. We'll look at that in a second. Not immediately important. What's around here? Okay, locked door. Scouted out the whole of this room, so in here. And this does not seem
Person's
good.
hair stood on end, and the ominous sounds of the unholy ritual, whatever it was, would not be a happy affair.
Yeah, we just need to murder these guys.
A greater enemy, but also a greater reward.
Gave me an elite enemy. I can defeat you. I don't know why it's making this out to be a big deal. I thought this would be like a scripted room. But no, that's just done. Brilliant. I've got no idea how many people are watching me, if anyone. It's currently saying I've got one viewer, which is me watching it for just like QA purposes to make sure it's actually running fine. Yeah, I like the idea of weakening trap. I'm fine with that. Lower prices. It's not worth it unless I've got a big run going. Just buy hell. I'll buy this. I now have better healing. That's good. That's good for me. Better healing is never anything I will complain about. Because it means when I inevitably do mess up, I can get back to how I should be quicker. Which, I mean, I'm gonna mess up. Like I say, it is inevitable. at spikes in the middle of the room. Watch for that. Okay, somewhere up there, I think I killed that ranged guy. No, I didn't. There's more. Also, this guy is the boss who spawns in extras, which, I mean, I can deal with. You drop a trap for him. Poisoning everyone was quite good. And there we go. Decreased gem drop chance, increase more. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. That's fine by me. Kill that bat. Like, more of it is the money thing. It has to be. What on earth is that blessing up there, though? Rage generates quicker. Maybe take that before the boss. That means I can potentially fill up my rage meter while fighting the boss. Which would be nice. That would be nice. Do just take care of these guys though for now. We're slowly making our way through. Grab the money here. I'm not bothered enough to grab much from here. I mean, a few passes, it definitely does let us grab everything. I don't know where my bolt just fired. It wasn't where I wanted it to. That's not great. We're getting a kill streak up. I wonder, is there any chance we get a 25 kill streak and then regret having gotten rid of that item? I mean, no, we still need to kill another, like, 8 enemies, even if I manage to get those bats in the chain. That wasn't going to happen. It's an unreasonable amount to get in a kill streak. I don't know how you'd manage. I can't help but notice I've got purple on the max health. It's not a shield, that's going to be poisonous though. Being corrupted, or I don't know quite what.
Wherever there was a secret, knowledge was to be gained in reward. And wherever there was a reward, danger lurked. The cipher was important enough that it brought Grandma here.
Okay.
Here's to being lucky, Grandma exclaimed with her unique sound.
I've unlocked something new. The voice keeps cutting out before it's finished its sentence. I don't know why. I feel like it shouldn't be. Oh well. For now, just continue on fighting. We'll manage. All fine. It's mostly fine. It's probably fine. I'm really backtracking on what I've said there, but like, we're managing. Right? We are managing. Like, you can't deny the fact we're not dead yet. If Dead's just stepping a trap, I could definitely do some healing. I'm not dead yet. At the end of the day, isn't that what matters? Yeah, take this into what might be boss fight next, just whatever the next floor is. Seems like it should be handy. Through here, I will buy the health shop. I was waiting to buy that before I left the floor in case I found anything better, but just healed myself full. That's good. Let's go. Let's go. And not a boss. That means I could potentially find this last herb I need for the dog. Like, there is a definite chance here. It's just a puppy, it would need some time to grow afterwards. But, like, we could almost get it him. Also, I think it might be line of sight that gets blocked, which causes me to kind of misfire slightly with my, what you call it, explosive arrow, whatever that is. The explosive crescendo, I think it was. Oh, it's annoying me now. Yeah, explosive crescendo. Like, it's a good ability, I like it. It's a solid AoE.
In a circle. Surely nothing would come.
But it's apparently summoners. Where? Here. I'll interrupt it in a second. I'm kinda busy with things. Okay, we got a slight combo going. Come on. Just
A greater enemy, but also a greater reward.
that is, oh god, that is a tough looking enemy. What the hell happened there? I was pretty much just one shot. Okay, so interrupt that summoning circle sooner if you can. Yeah, well, see the story.
Making mistakes was part of learning, no matter how talented you are. Lucy was feeling disheartened. Once more, she had better mastery of fire this time. But wait, disaster was about to happen.
Ah. The dad's waiting with a bucket
Thankfully,
of water.
her father intervened in
Oh,
time.
brilliant. That's it, do we not get any more story? I guess we'd more stuff with the dog still. Get to see, like, what we need for the dog. I don't know if we do. We've unlocked this. Like, more money. It's probably worth investing early then, at least one rank. As for the rest, I mean, I like the idea of more damage. Never a bad thing. Yeah, anything anywhere was this. A meeting.
Everybody was worried about Aeneadaya's stone sentinel that they would probably have to face on their quest. Can fire even harm stone? Lucy asked intently. Kevin was having similar thoughts about the alloy Uncle Ben had used to forge his daggers.
And apparently Mark likes the idea of just punching stone. Anyway, that's enough of this for now. It's a lovely game. I've really enjoyed it. I don't know if I'd come back to this for streaming, but I'm gonna do this at the very least in my spare time. I'll need to see if I can find something better for the Sunday. I would go back to Noita, but I've played it to death. Even with mods, I've played it to death. Like, I'm doing the same thing over and over in it. That's all I'm doing. But yeah, for now, that is me. Like I said, I've enjoyed this. I do hope people who came by enjoyed it. I never actually got anyone telling me if they did. But yeah, I mean, people didn't say they disliked it at the very least. For now, though, that is me. I do hope anyone watching enjoys the rest of their day or evening or whatever it may be for you, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.